In lesson 7.5, we're going to learn how to factor linear expressions. So first, find the GCF of each pair of monomials. Now, you might have learned in 6th grade or 5th grade when you started doing GCFs. A nice way to do this is I set up a box or a table. So I have 4x and I have 12x. I put them there. And then if I had more, I would put more. And then I have my columns here. And then I ask myself, okay, I start with the numbers because it's just easier. 4 and 12. I know x is there. That's fine. We'll get to it. 4 and 12, though, I look at them first. And I ask myself, okay, is there a number? What's the greatest common factor of 4 and 12? So 4 and 12 are both divisible by 4. Okay, so now I have 4x divided by 4 leaves me with x. 12x divided by 4 leaves me with 3x. But now notice an x and a 3x both have a common x, so I can factor out an x. Okay, what do I have left over then if I factor out an x and it's like dividing? So x divided by x is 1. 3x divided by x is 3. So I'm done because 1 and 3 have no common factor. So I'm technically done at this point and I don't need these anymore. They're there, but I don't need them. What I need to focus on then is the GCF, and that is found on this side of the table. And what do I do with those? I multiply them. So I want to multiply 4 times x. 4x is my greatest common factor of 4x and 12x. So the next one, I have 18a and 20ab. Make my little chart here. And then I ask myself again, so what goes into 18 first and 20? All right, 2 does, okay? So 2 goes in, 18a divided by 2 is 9a. 20ab divided by 2 is 10ab. 9 and 10. Is there anything that goes into 9 and 10? No, I'm done. But I do notice that there is a common a and a common a here. So I can factor out an a. All right, so divide again. What's 9a divided by a? 9. What's 10ab divided by a? And that's 10b. So again, I'm not so concerned about the leftover stuff here. I'm done because nothing else goes into 9 and 10, greatest common factor. What I'm interested in is this greatest common factor there, and we get that by multiplying 2 times a to get a final answer of 2a, and that is my greatest common factor. So, factor each expression. 3x and 9. Well, in order to factor, we need to find the GCF, okay? So some of you may see it, and that's fine. I'm still going to go through the process just so that you understand it. Some of you might be able to figure out right away what it is. But 3x and 9. So I ask myself, what goes into 3 and 9? 3. 3x divided by 3 is x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. I'm not so concerned about this right now. The greatest common factor is 3. So the 3 would be my factor. 3 goes into both of these. And then now I am concerned about what was left over. What was left over here, x plus 3. Because that's going to go in here, x plus 3. So this is on the outside, so you can kind of think of it, here's on the outside, and that's what went in on the inside. So 3, and then x plus 3. 12x plus 7, already factored, so then we just say factored form. And I know it's in factored form because if I look at 12 and 7, there's no greatest common factor. Nothing goes into both of them. And then x, there's only one x, so there's no other factor. The garden at the right has a total area of 15x plus 18 square feet. Find the possible dimensions of the garden. So what we can do then is we know that the area of the first one, right here, kind of right in this, I'm using the same color blue here. But anyways, this right here, what I'm coloring in, this rectangle is 15. I'll use a different color for the next one. And then the 8 here is 18. So I need the possible dimensions, like what is the length, what is the width? Well, that's where this factoring comes into play. I know the total area is 15x plus 18. Find the GCF. Okay, so GCF. So I have 15x, I have 18, what goes in, so look at my numbers, 15, 18, 3. 5x, 6. 5 and 6, nothing else, I'm good to go. So 3 comes on my outside, and then what's left inside would be that bottom part, which would be 5x plus 6. So now notice, look at this. The 15x and the 18 are sharing, that's the same length. Notice that the red is the same length, so that's going to be our first number, 3. But now notice that the other two widths, I have this width in purple, and then I also have this width in black, and they're not the same. So how do I know which is which? Well, how do you get 15 from 3? And that's by multiplying by your 5x plus, and then your 6. So those are your dimensions. I have a length of 3. For like the first one, I have a length of 3 and a length of 5, or a width of 5x, a length of 3 and a width of 6 to get my 18. So there's your dimensions for your garden.